offers you a wide range of car accessories, auto parts, tools, and car-related gift ideas. Find everything you need here at Blade Auto Center. You're tuned in to Blade Radio. Blade Radio. Here at Blade Auto Center, we always put our customers first. We know our parts and products, and we've got the best merchandise at the right price. This is Blade Radio. Blade Radio.
Hey there guys, Saber here. Welcome back to Blade Radio. Here we're always pushing the pedal when it comes to bringing you the best mix of driving music and high quality, value for money car products and services.
You got Edge right here too, and you are absolutely right, Saber. It's all here under one roof. And what's more, our friendly and attentive staff is always on hand to give you expert advice on the latest car products available.
Of course, Blade offers top industry brands like Sparco, 3M, Dub, Meguiar's, Pioneer, Mothers, Garment, and many more, all of course at a very reasonable price.
We hope you enjoy your visit here at Blade Auto Center. Meanwhile, let's get right back to the music. Keep it here and always remember, if it's Blade, it's better.
Alright, what's up, Bladers? And welcome to Blade Moto Radio Show Live. My name is Love, and for today's episode, no Tagalog, purely English, because we have a foreign guest from Brunei who's actually here in the Philippines. He's a very good friend of mine and quite a long-time friend already. And actually, he's almost like a Filipino already because he's here often, except during the 2 years of pandemic, because of travel restrictions. I believe he's gonna be back more often now that the travel restrictions has lessened. No? Anyway, before I get to that, so if you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe, and follow Blade Auto Center on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our other social media platform. All right, so without further ado, let's begin with Blade Moto. Okay, Bladers, so what you can see, Blade Auto Center also has stuffies for your motorcycles and for the motorcycle riders. Yes, and of course, Blade has almost 55, how many branches? 55 branches already nationwide. No? So hopefully you guys can take your time out and shop at any Blade branches nearest to you. And a few items I've got here for the motorcycle riders. Here you go. This is the Blade motorcycle gloves. Yes, and yep, you can see nice quality motorcycle gloves. Just Velcro it there. It's got the knuckle protection. So, yeah. See? Okay. So, that's the Blade motorcycle gloves. And Blade also has grips for your motorcycle. I believe the Pro Taper has different colors of motorcycle grips. So do check out any Blade branch so you can choose your type of color of motorcycle grips. Okay. Ah, and of course, my ever faithful companion. Okay, here you go. This is the Hero Full Face Helmet, which is available at any Blade stores nationwide. So the Blade Full Face Helmet's got an anti-scratch visor, and it's also dual visor. And I can guarantee you, Bladers, that the Hero Full Face Helmet, as what we call it in Tagalog, swak sa budget mo. Okay, so it's budget-friendly, good quality helmet that is available at Blade Auto Center. Alrighty. And aside from motorcycle stuffies, Blade Auto Center also has items for your pets, but they don't use Blade Auto Center. It's called petshop.ph. Okay, so petshop.ph has a website. Okay, direct. Can we have that on screen? There you go, everybody. That is the official website of petshop.ph, which is also by Blade Auto Center. And the few items I've got here from petshop.ph, of course, they have shampoo for your pets. Okay, and aside from shampoo, of course, after bath, guess what? They also have colognes for your pets. Okay, and of course, food. So what I have here is the wet food that comes in cans, and of course they also have the dry food, which are all available at petshop.ph. So remember, everybody, petshop.ph is also by Blade Auto Center. And of course, petshop.ph is inviting all fur parents and fur babies to come and visit the following branches. Yep, so petshop.ph is available at 4 branches. That is Ayala Feliz in Marikina. That's right. Festival Mall in Alabang, Marquee Mall in Angeles City, in Pampanga, and Harbor Point, Subic Bay, Freeport Zone. All right. And Blade would always try to make your shopping hassle-free. So Blade is available at 2 shopping apps. Okay, and one of them is the Grab Mart. So Blade Auto Center is available at Grab Mart. So you can see on screen, just download the app, or if you have the app already, follow the 4 easy steps to do your online shopping. And Blade Auto Center is also available at Food Panda. Okay, so all the while I thought Food Panda was just for food. That's why Food Panda. But now I just realized lately that Food Panda also has Blade Auto Center. So it's just the same. Download the app, or if you have the app already, follow the 4 easy steps that you see on screen right now. Okay. So, yeah. So for the meantime, we shall pause for a commercial break and we'll be back. So please stay tuned, Bladers.
Kapag ikaw yung may kailangan, dapat okay lang sa akin. Pero kapag ako yung may kailangan sa'yo, ayaw mo akong pagbigyan.
New beginnings, new memories, the next 12 days.
Pinakamatagal na 12 days.
Kahit anong nangyari sa ating dalawa, susuko ha.
was the next 12 days, which you can watch at the YouTube channel of Blade Auto Center. So next 12 days is produced by Blade Auto Center. And guess what? If you subscribe, you can watch everything there for free. Yeah, in fact, that is not the only movie that Blade Auto Center has produced. Um, then again, please do check out the YouTube channel of Blade Auto Center and watch all the movies for free. Okay, and Blade Auto Center has something for the viewers right now. It's a game, and it's called the Wheel of Names. Okay, earlier I said that this is going to be an all English episode, but for the moment, I will be speaking in Tagalog to be able to how do you call this? To be able to tell you viewers how to join the Wheel of Names. And guess what? The prize for today is an umbrella courtesy of our sponsor, Bosch. Okay, so for those who want to join, the first 50 sharer with the sharer badge and you need to tag 3 friends are qualified to join the Wheel of Names. Okay, so ang mga nanonood sa atin na yon, no, make sure that naka-public ang pag-share nyo. So we know na nag-share talaga kayo. And then comment done kapag okay na. Alright. And during the roleta, dapat naka-online kayo, ha? So you will know if you are the winner. Because pag count ko ng 20 and hindi kayo nagparamdam, then sorry, maghahanap tayo ng panibagong winner. Okay, kaya sali na and para pwede kayo manalo ng umbrella courtesy of our sponsor, Bosch. Okay. Alright, so this is it. While some of you guys are joining the Wheel of Names contest, of course, let's not wait any longer. I would like to introduce my guest for today. Imagine Blade Auto Center is going international, and we've got foreign writers as my guest. Actually, it is an honor to have them here in my radio show. And of course, also that they are here in the Philippines. So I would like to invite, I'm sorry, not to invite, but I already invited him. So I would like to introduce to you guys a very good friend of mine from Silverhawk, Brunei. He's none other than Chua Pet Chai, otherwise known as simply Chai. Oh,
Hi, love.
hey, so Chai, thanks so much.
Yeah.
I've been busy, even if you're here in the Philippines. And yeah, you spared some time to be in my radio show today.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks very much for inviting Salvo and I also to
My pleasure. Actually,
to your wonderful show.
Oh, and I am flattered that you guys, despite of your busy schedule, that you guys have time.
Never too busy for you. Never too busy for you. Wow.
All right, Shai. Before anything else, of course, my viewers might be so curious. Who is this Chai? Why is Chai here in my radio show? Of course, I already, obviously, since this is a motorcycle show, and I am featuring riders.
Right. Okay.
This is the first time I featured foreign riders. You and your Salvador.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, Shai. So we tell me a story. Like, how did you get into riding? What got you
Well,
into
actually, I've been riding before I have a driving license. I've been riding. So, I started when I was about 15, riding just normal some small scooters here and there, and then uh, I rode. I was one of the few that rode from Brunei to Kuching, which is those days a thousand odd kilometers, but there was no road. We were just on the timber trail, as we call it, where the roads were made by timber companies that were going into the jungle, cutting down trees. So they left these roads, and we used these roads to travel 1,000 kilometers, and it took us 2 days, 2 days to complete this journey.
Okay.
So that's
So,
where we started.
Chai, are you a how do you call this? Are you an adventure rider, a sport bike rider, a
I'm
motocross
more an
rider?
adventure. I'm a more
Adventure.
adventure
Okay.
rider. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I only recently got back about 9 years ago to riding again because again, once you start a family and you got kids, uh, so the kids are a bit bigger. So I managed to sneak out. I'm still sneaking out. So I've been sneaking out for the last 9 years. And this 9 years, I've traveled quite a lot of places in ASEAN. I ride definitely in Philippines,
Yeah.
Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and of course the States, riding in the States as well. So that was this has been a good 9 years of my riding life, and I'm still not finished with my bucket list of riding places. Yeah.
It's a good thing that this, you said earlier that you started young riding
Yes.
motorcycle, and you are one of the lucky few that your parents were okay with that.
Well, I'm not sure whether they were okay with it, but yeah, I managed to persuade them, but it was difficult. I think
Hmm.
those days you there's not a lot of proper gear around to
Yeah.
wear for safety as it is now. So yeah, it's definitely much more safer than it was before
Yeah.
riding, especially now with more traffic on the road, and it's a lot more dangerous. and
Hmm.
and moreover, also bikes are much more powerful than it is my days. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. And maybe I would say you are also lucky that your family, your wife, allows you to ride motorcycle.
Yeah, of course. I don't give her too much details where I go, and so she doesn't worry too much. If I
Well,
give her too much graphic details, uh, you know, she won't be too happy. But she's
maybe
been nice. Yeah,
right
she's been
now.
nice.
And, okay, and you said that you have traveled in different countries, Chai. But what's the farthest you've been? Like, how many miles? How many kilometers was your farthest?
Furthest, well, furthest is a trip in US. Traveling there was far. It took us 13 hours to get there, but
Oh,
we also didn't have much time, so we rode from LA to Milwaukee,
mhm.
and it took us 11 days. 11
Wow.
days, 8,000 kilometers.
Woo!
So that was one of the best rides I had because the roads are so wide,
Yeah.
and you switch on your music, you turn on your Eagles high song, and you just enjoy the ride. It's just beautiful.
Mhm.
That was great. And then we had an opportunity to ride on the Harleys all the way, so it was really a beautiful experience.
But Chai, traveling from another country, is it mostly by land, or do you still have to take the boat or something?
Okay, when you're riding in Indonesia,
Yeah.
it's like archipelago, like Philippines. So there are lots of islands, but they have bigger islands than you have here in Philippines. So it's easy to stretch,
Mhm.
1,000 to 1,200 kilometers for each island. So there's
Yeah.
3 or 4 of those islands. So we
Mhm.
get to ride a lot in Indonesia, and our ferries again are similar to what you have here. Very
Okay.
crowded, and with all sorts of vehicles and motorbikes. In the
But
States, I don't bring my bike, so I have my own bike there.
okay.
So basically, when I'm there, I I use my bike round, and then
Mhm.
usually after that I sell it off.
I
I
see.
don't usually keep it. I got no place to keep, so
Right,
that's what I
right.
do.
That's
Yeah.
right. However, from where you come from, in Brunei, comparing to other countries, because you said earlier, like Indonesia is just like here in the Philippines, going to the other side to get to another place of that country. But in Brunei, can you go around? Because Brunei is such a small,
Yeah,
like,
Brunei is so small. It's like a little bigger than Metro Manila.
okay.
So one end to one end is about 120 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about touring, we talk about going out of the country. So when I traveled to Thailand, I had to ride my bike to KK in Malaysia, which is
Right.
about 4 hour drive. Then put my bike on a boat. It takes
Mm-hmm.
about a week to get to Kuala Lumpur,
Right.
and basically I fly back to Brunei for a week. Then from Brunei I fly to KL and then pick up my bike.
Okay.
And from KL I ride all the way to Thailand
So,
or
meaning,
beyond.
if we were to ride, if riding around Brunei, can you finish the whole country in one day?
Of
Because you
course,
said it's full, right?
you can actually ride to another part of Malaysia in one day. Well, actually, to the border with Malaysia, it's like 2 hours or an hour and a half,
Mm-hmm.
and another 10 hours. You're the other end of Malaysia that's bordering Indonesia. So that's how big the island of Borneo is. You
I
know.
wish I could. I wish I could show a map here, so everyone could see.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no map.
You,
No?
we have a
Wala.
map of we have a map of Borneo Island, but not a map uh, of Philippines with the Borneo Island to show
Okay.
you how big it is. But yeah, but it's
Every time
big.
that that country, that Borneo, right? So
Yeah,
it reminds me of, you know, right? The
yeah. Well, we used to
headhunters.
have them. Yeah, and they used to have this belief that if you're going to build a bridge or something, you're going to go and chop some heads and bury it so that your bridge doesn't collapse. So those belief those days. So whenever there's a new bridge, we start thinking is if somebody disappears
Right.
because
That's the
they
thing.
needed his head to bury it. But that was long
Because
time ago. That was like
yeah, because
that was the story, but there was no evidence
when
of it.
a few years ago when I rode with our friends, no, I think we ended up in what's that bike week? I think in Labuan, right? Yahoo!
Yes,
Yeah.
there's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, in Labuan, you have to take a ferry.
Yeah,
Takes an hour and a half from Sabah. Yeah.
something like that. And then we stayed in a. It was like it looked like a free port zone, the place where we stayed, and I think there was even a curfew
Yes, yes.
in that area.
Oh, okay,
I think,
okay. Yeah, I think maybe that was under a certain condition, but
yeah. And then I
I've
remember
never experienced that.
our our two friends, Joey and Butch, would tell me, "Oh, don't go out of your hotel, or else the headhunters are gonna get your head." Yahoo!
Uh, they just want to have all the fun and not bring you along with them. That's probably the reason.
Maybe, right, but actually, they were the first ones who actually fell asleep after after having
Oh, okay.
dinner in
I
Labuan. So it's like,
see.
so
Yeah, they're probably just scaring you.
yeah, I know that's why I still have this thing like, oh my god, are the headhunters still around?
Yeah, they used to have headhunters those days because when you can't fight with machetes in the jungle because
Mhm,
there's
yeah,
too is just too dense. So the blowpipe was the best one to attack people. And then after they do that, they just collect the heads and hang it on the house and said, "I'm a brave man. I have 10 heads. I've got 10 skulls." So the more skulls you have, the braver you are.
Uh,
That was
oh my God. I don't think
yeah,
they want my head. There's nothing in
yeah.
my head. Anyway, Chai,
Yeah.
yeah, you actually like I announced earlier that you are almost like a Filipino already because you're here often, right? Like what? Every 2 months you're actually here.
Yeah, I have a small company that provide GPS tracking
Yeah.
services. So we basically install trackers on logistics and transportation companies who have trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Just help them monitor where the trucks goes and make sure they don't get robbed.
Right.
Or if they get robbed, they can find where the trucks are. Things like
Yeah,
that. Yeah. Or
that's
make sure
right.
that the assets are trackable.
Well,
That's
not unless the hijackers know where you put the GPS.
Yes, so you've got to make an arrangement with the owners to install it somewhere else, and then make sure that it's properly tucked away now, so it's hard to get to. But again, even
Yeah.
if it gets tampered with, it can be we can detect that it's been tampered with, so it's not a problem, not a big deal.
Oh, that's cool. But what happens if the vehicle explodes?
Uh oh, well, we have the last position. So
Okay,
you might not retrieve the truck, but you know where it exploded into a
more or
thousand
less.
pieces. But
Okay.
you can't do anything
And
about it.
oh God. And Chai, just wondering, since you're often here in the Philippines, you've been riding around here in the Philippines. So, what's the farthest part here in the Philippines you've been to?
I joined the Cannonball ride
Mhm.
a couple of years back, and I did that 24 hours race, run.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think we went as far as the north. Correct me
Okay.
if I pronounce it wrong. Is Cagayan? Is it? Okay,
Cagayan.
the
Yeah.
northern bit
Woo!
yeah, yeah. So I went as far as that and back to Clark. So we started at Clark
Okay.
and ended back in Clark.
So
Yeah,
you've
that
only
was a
been
very
here
very
in
interesting.
yeah. So you've only been here, if ever, in the Luzon, northern Luzon. You have
Well,
not gone
I dive. So I dive in Bohol and
Bohol.
I dive in Cebu as well. Yes, so diving is another passion of mine. So I dive. And also
Oh my.
I dived in Coron as well. And
Mm-hmm.
Coron, you have a lot of these uh, shipwrecks, the Japanese fleet,
Yeah.
that's sunken fleet in Coron.
Okay.
Yes, I've done that. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bit of a pity your corals are not as alive, but your ships are beautiful. The ships are
Oh,
beautiful.
and yeah, but maybe next time you should try riding all the way, maybe to Bohol.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. That'll be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've only been to like a bike a bike sh- a bike sh- bike day in Cebu in IT
Mm-hmm.
Park,
Right, right, right.
but I just rode around the city. That's about it. Yeah. So yes, of course, it'll be nice to
Mm-hmm.
ride the whole stretch of Luzon and even go to other islands.
Yeah. But
Definitely.
however,
Yeah.
going to Visayas and Mindanao, yeah, you can't do
Yes, that'll be
the thing
nice. I
till
suppose,
you.
there's a lot of ferries to go, so it might take a lot of time, yeah, spent on the ferries, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Maybe you should try someday Philippine Loop.
yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Oh
Hope to do
yeah,
that. Hope to do that. Yeah,
and then
hope
get
to do
lost.
that. Definitely, that's part of the fun, part of
Yeah,
the adventure.
yeah, and yeah. Actually, it was great that you also joined one of the endurance races here. Here, actually, yeah, we
Yeah,
both joined it. Although I couldn't
yeah.
catch up
I
with you.
joined. I joined two. One was on a bike, and one was driving. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that was very interesting.
yeah, yeah.
When I first rode, that was my first time actually on the driving on the Philippine roads. So in Brunei, we are like the British. We ride on the wrong side of the road. So when
Yeah.
I first rode, I kept too much to the left. So I really
Oh, Brunei
realized,
is
yeah,
right drive, no?
yes, we're right-hand drive. So
I see.
only
Yeah.
after a while, I was wondering why are there so many cars on the left, and then I realized I have to be on the right side of the road.
Well, and then you're drive.
Yeah,
Well, if you're the one driving, you were the drivers on the left side. That would have
correct.
been.
So yeah, so it was great. I mean, I'm after about half an hour, I managed to adjust. So it was good, great fun, great fun.
Yeah. So, and
Mm.
I'm sure that you also enjoyed sightseeing at the same time competing.
Oh yes, beautiful, nice, beautiful paddy fields that you have up north.
Hmm.
Beautiful view, especially when we rode because we started riding the endurance race at about midnight. So
Hmm. Yeah.
by the time it was 6 o'clock, we reached the paddy fields. So I had a beautiful sunrise view of the paddy fields. So it was a very, very, very good experience. Enjoyed it very much.
Well, I know that they also do endurance races in Visayas and Mindanao. Maybe something can give that a
Oh,
shot. Yeah.
yeah. Is that on dirt road or is it?
Either Ironman. The
Oh, okay.
Ironman now is actually not just here in Luzon. They also have in the Visayas and also in Mindanao.
Wow.
So
Okay.
now we just finished. Ironman just finished recently. So I don't know when will they be doing Visayas and Mindanao. Maybe
Right. Wow.
a few months from now.
Nice.
Hmm.
Fantastic. Yeah, would love to participate in that too. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah. So Chai, tell us, how is riding motorcycles in Brunei compared to the Philippines?
We don't have many trikes and small bikes running loose
Mm-hmm.
on our roads. So we are quite. It's quite strict there, and you're supposed to stick to your lane when you ride or drive, and you need to use the signal. So everybody's quite safe riding there for big bikes. Um,
Yeah,
and
but
also,
still,
riding is a leisure there. Sorry.
um, but you can improve your riding skills here in the Philippines
Of course,
because of
of
the
course.
challenges.
Yeah, riding with Joey. Joey is when I first rode, I couldn't catch up with him, but after I saw his techniques of how to go to move from car to car, then I managed to keep up. But yes,
Yeah,
it's much more exciting than riding
yeah,
in Brunei. Brunei is a bit
uh,
boring. It's too safe.
especially almost drifting in the zigzags
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
and
And
you
it's
being
it's
on
good
the front.
because it keeps your reflex working, and otherwise you take things for granted.
Well, you have nothing to worry when you are in the front seat while drifting on the zigzag because I was keeping you entertained if you were still alive.
Oh yeah, yeah, correct. It's just like a
Yeah.
normal day, yeah. Once I get used to it.
Like I told you, right? Like I could even fall asleep with that kind of skilled
Yes,
driving. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If I was often on the passengers see, because again it's being used to driving on the right hand side, it's even harder for
Yeah.
me because I think I've got the pedals on my side, but it's actually not on my side of the of the of the
Anyway,
car.
you can always have your imaginary brakes.
Yes, well, definitely going down, going up to Baguio and back. I did feel
Yeah.
that. I did experience that. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really funny. And how about like weather condition in Brunei compared to the Philippines when it's riding? I think Brunei
It's
and the
always
Philippines
hot.
are the same. Yeah, almost the same weather. No.
Same, but it's always hot and wet. We don't have a cool season
Well,
like when you have the monsoon season, it's cooler,
Yeah.
but ours is always hot.
Mhm.
Even when it rains, it's humid. So yeah,
Mhm.
but we don't
Okay.
have we don't have what do you call it typhoons like you guys
Mm,
do. So we're quite
right.
fortunate. Yeah, we
Okay.
don't have that
Uh,
extreme of weather.
mhm. Okay. I'd like to show our viewers some pictures that you sent to us, so they would believe that you are a rider indeed. Okay. So Bladers, Chai here is an experienced rider. He's not just a foreign rider. Damn experienced rider. Um, actually, thank goodness I have not tried riding with him yet. Yeah, because we were supposed to ride, but due to the weather condition, we didn't push through.
Yes,
Mhm. But I heard you're
lucky
quite
for that.
fast.
Luckily. No,
I
not
heard you're.
really. I just whoever's in front of me, I try to keep up with them.
Mm,
I'm as fast
okay,
as the person in front of me.
okay. So, direct, show us some pictures. All right, so let's see what pictures does try. Okay, Royal Enfield. You seriously you had one? Oh,
No, this was what I rented when I was in Nepal. You can see the
ah,
temple, the Hindu temple in the back.
yes,
I
yes,
was in
yes.
Nepal riding. I was there for a couple of days because I couldn't get into India because
Okay,
my visa I had problem with my visa, so
okay.
I had to stay in Nepal for a couple of days. So while I
Mm-hmm.
was there waiting to move to the next place, I just rode around Nepal basically on this Enfield, and you can rent this Enfield. It's like it's for rent is like $20 a day, something like
Only.
that. Really
All
cheap.
right.
Yeah, very cheap. Really cheap.
All right. Then next picture, direct. Oh, what is this? This
Yeah.
was
Oh yeah. This was during the Borneo interstate. So we have in Borneo we have basically three countries: Malaysia,
yeah.
Indonesia, and Brunei. And Malaysia is represented by Sabah and Sarawak. So we got two states of Malaysia and part of Indonesia and Brunei. So we have every 2 years we have a bike gathering for
Oh,
all the clubs and association. We get together, we exchange gifts, and we basically have a party. Uh,
oh, I see.
so
Huh.
usually there's about 1,000 to 2,000 bikers attending that from all parts of the island. So it's really
Okay.
fun, really fun. Yeah.
Speaking
So
about
here we are representing a Silverhawk Brunei. We're a club that's based in Jakarta actually. So we represent uh, the club from Brunei side,
okay, so
and
you're
this was
so
one of the organizers for the event.
so you are a Silverhawk Brunei chapter.
Yes, yes. There's only a few of us. It's less than
Woo!
10, yeah. But most of our members are in Jakarta because that's where we travel all around Indonesia and we travel to US. Because Brunei is too small, so I don't have a big of a group that is interested to travel far. In
Yeah.
Indonesia, there's a bigger club, so there are more members that are endurance riders that like to take a challenge riding overseas and for a long duration. So that's why I joined the club there.
So how long has Silverhawk been around?
Silver Hawks been around, if I'm not mistaken, uh, 2007.
Okay. In Brunei.
2007. So no, in 2007 in Indonesia, in Brunei, 2014. Yeah,
Just, just quite new. Quite
yeah,
new.
yeah. 8 years we've been active in Brunei.
And why the name Silverhawk.
I think because we were all getting more senior, and we're getting a bit more silver on the head. But we're still brave like a hawk. We're still energetic like a hawk, and we like to fly where we can. So silver hawks. You can see the gray hairs here. So I'm getting
Yeah.
to become a bold, not a bold eagle, but a bold hawk.
Crazy. Next picture. Ah, oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, this is in
Is that
Chiang Mai. This is in Chiang Mai.
Thailand?
This is my solo ride from Chengdao to Chiang Mai via the Mai Hon Song. You know the Mai Hon Song, the road with the 1,000 bends. I think you've heard of it.
Not yet.
It's up north in Thailand. So this is a famous 1,000 bend. I think I've got a picture of me with the certificate later uh,
Yeah.
to show that I did the 1,000 bends. But this was like taken on my way up the mountain. So it was. I just saw this temple, and the sun was just rising, and
Wow.
no one was around, and it's just perfect. I just thought it looked beautiful with my bike parked in the middle. I had my GoPro, and I took that shot. Yeah,
Oh, nice. So you really took
yeah,
advantage that no one was still awake.
yeah. This is the best time to take shots like this is early morning or evenings. So yeah, I had lots of these beautiful shots along the countryside and it was I was traveling in of course I was traveling in in April, but up in Chiang Mai it's cold in the morning. It's like Baguio type of
Ah,
weather, and it is all the way, all the whole day like that. You know, in I mean Baguio weather in at night is like that the whole day, especially in January.
wow,
Very
nice,
cold, but it's
nice.
beautiful. You don't sweat, and you can just ride for hours
Yeah,
without
and
stopping.
the rider and the motorcycle won't overheat because of the cool weather.
Exactly, and I ride a adventure. I ride the GS adventure, so my tank can actually run about 550 kilometers without refilling. So you really get to ride until the tank runs dry and enjoy your ride. Yeah,
Cool. Okay, next one, Vivek. Where's this?
yeah. So
Thailand,
this
still
is
in Thailand.
again in Thailand. Yeah, one of these signs. I always
Mhm.
get fascinated by these signs because it's beautiful because that sign tells you that it's really steep, going
Oh,
down or going up.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, this is
What about
Thailand. Beautiful.
the sign I sent
Sorry.
you last night?
Oh, which side? Oh, let me check. I can't remember which
Yeah,
one was that.
I sent you a road sign. Remember?
Ah, where was it? Let me see. Gosh.
Yeah, I sent you a road sign. I think on
Uh,
and then it said
where
where
was
to
it?
go.
Uh,
You can see
hold
it.
on a minute.
Yeah, if you can see it, Chai.
Uh, oh, that side.
Yes, that side.
Not the one with the pole you're talking about. Is it the one with the pole?
Pole. I don't think a pole. Well, the street sign is a
Okay.
triangle shaped street sign.
I can only
East
see the one with the crab and the
after,
pole.
before the crab.
After that, before that,
Yes, it's the one after
is that
the.
you
It's the picture
with the one
after.
after with the rainbow broom?
No, not the rainbow broom. It's after the Easter bunny. So I'm thinking I sent it.
Easter bunny, was it? Okay.
No.
Oh, let me see. Gosh, I got so much. I sent you so much data and so much pictures. I lost track of it.
You
Which
sent
one
a
is it?
big food. Remember that I
Food. I
sent
send you a lot of food.
remember I sent you a picture of the Easter bunny.
Ah, right, right. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. I got it. I got it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Nice.
That's time.
Yeah, that's right, right, right. That's not. Is that where is that actually? I forgot to ask you.
What?
That's
What
not
about?
here, is it? It's not here, is it?
You must have missed it when I took you for a tour.
I must have. I must have missed it. Yep.
Yep. Next picture.
Silverhawk. Forgetting
Yep.
a lot of stuff.
Oh, I like
Oh yeah,
this.
this is in. This is in Chiang Mai itself.
Hmm.
This is in Chiang Mai, one of the roundabouts. Yeah, they have a lot of these monuments. It's just beautiful. You know,
And you said that
fantastic.
you took that picture all by yourself.
I had my GoPro and I've got my tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had and sometimes I have somebody walk by and I ask them to help me take it. But most of the time I have my tripod with my
Yeah.
GoPro. Yeah.
It's a good thing that when you ask
Thanks,
someone
thanks.
to take a picture of
Yeah.
you and they don't run away with your phone or with your camera.
Oh yeah, yeah. True, true. Well, it's quite okay. No, everybody's quite. It's not too many people up in Chiang Mai. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's. I mean, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I never thought of that.
Yep. Because sometimes it happens.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes. I should remember that. But so far I've been lucky. So far I've been lucky.
Yeah. Thank goodness. Next picture, direct.
Oh yeah, this is my Hong Song. It's called My Hong Song. It's a famous road I was talking about.
Hmm.
So this is the start of the road leading up to the mountains.
This thing looks hot.
Still in
Look,
yeah. It's
looks
hot
hot.
at the bottom, but it's cool at the top.
Yikes. Okay, next picture. Direct. Thank goodness Chai has a lot of pictures to share.
Yeah.
Okay, where's this? This looks like
This is just in Brunei. I'm riding my VMAX. I told you I installed those lights on the my VMAX.
yeah.
It's lights. It's those the eagle angel eyes they call it that they fix on
Yes.
the BMWs,
Yeah.
and it fits nicely on my A intake on my
Actually,
VMAX. So
those lights on your motorcycle looks like the light I'm looking up here. The ring light when you do
is
work
it?
for
Oh,
the people who
I
do like
see.
for talks or
That they
for
do the okay, they do the V bloggers, those V bloggers, right?
yeah. But it's a good thing in there in Brunei, like they allow extra accessories on your bikes.
They don't check as much, and
Hmm.
and again, like in any country, when something happens on the road,
Yeah. Yeah.
the police got to show that they're doing their job. So,
Right.
this is the thing. If nothing happens, everybody behaves.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
okay. So sometimes you get those riders that don't that take this try to stretch their luck a bit,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
they cause a bit of problem for other riders who are actually law abiding and and
Right.
don't do anything stupid on the road. But
That's
yeah,
right. Because
so
here in the Philippines, recently they have been kind of strict about motorcycles having extra auxiliary lights,
correct,
extra
correct.
what some because some riders have very bright lights that are blinding. They have blinkers like
Yes,
supposedly for ambulances or for policemen, but
correct.
it's so civilians. Some civilian riders have more accessories than a government vehicle.
Yes, true, true, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was wondering if it's the same thing in Brunei.
We don't. We definitely can't use those yellow and blue lights.
Hmm.
Sorry, the red and blue lights because
Yeah.
they are for the first responders,
Yes.
police. What we do is we have those yellow. yellow lights. What do they call
Yellow
those lights? I keep forgetting the name.
fog lights.
Clear water, clear
Okay.
water lights. They're expensive, but they have a yellow tint on them that's
Yeah.
removable.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the most I do is I use those yellow tints just so
Mm,
that an oncoming truck that comes the other
yeah.
way can see me clearly from afar.
Yeah.
But
Or
sometimes
even
when you overtake, your lights looks the same like the car next to you.
okay. Yeah.
So that's quite dangerous. They can't tell the difference, especially in the evenings.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's as far as I go. I don't use the those blue and red lights. It's a bit
Okay.
too much. I think
Too flashy.
too flashy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Next direct. Ah.
Ah, yeah.
Hey.
Okay. That's that's Mount Kinabalu at the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks familiar. Yeah. Off road. No.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
semi off road. But I just stopped for a cup of coffee the side of the roads, and I saw an opportunity to take a beautiful photograph of Mount Kinabalu at the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stop. So just took it with my
Nice.
tripod. Yeah.
Nice. Next one direct.
Oh, this
Oh.
is just me and my friend riding, just mucking about in parts of Brunei.
Is that?
We have those houses you see at the back.
Yeah.
Those are houses that Bruneians who do not own land can apply
Okay.
for a house, but they have to pay a loan for it. So
Okay.
those that are, it's called a landless scheme. So
Mm-hmm.
Bruneians who are quite fortunate that they can actually apply, but they got a 6 to 7 year waiting list.
Ah.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the type of houses in Brunei.
Okay.
So yeah,
Nice. Yeah. Simple, but looks nice.
yeah, it's a simple house. Yeah,
Okay.
Brunei government helps because our population is so small.
Yeah.
Uh, they can offer a lot of assistance to
Oh.
people who do not
Okay.
have land or are homeless. Yeah.
Okay. And next one direct.
Oh, yeah,
Ah,
it's me posing. Yeah, me and
the
my
star.
Husqvarna. Yeah,
You look
yeah.
like a
So
star here. Okay.
I just had to do the job. It was like a perfect time for it with a friend of mine. We were just running
This
about.
also in Brunei.
Yeah, this is along the coast,
Okay.
Brunei.
Mm,
Yeah, and this is my Husqvarna. I ride for off road off road
yeah.
riding. Yeah,
Actually,
but I converted to a supermodel, so the wheels
yeah.
are just normal,
Yeah.
so I
So now,
can.
so
Yeah,
technically, it is considered a dual sport already.
correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah, and I can go up with the curbs a bit and do a bit of stunts on the road, well, on the car park area.
You actually have an option to use knobby tires or street tires.
Yes, if I use the Nobita is or the 21 inch,
Yeah.
it's very tall. The bike's very tall, but I could still ride it, but I'll be on my toes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's perfect off road because you can jump over logs and all that stuff, and no
Okay.
problem with crossing rivers. Uh,
That's nice.
yeah.
Next wreck.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
this is
this is
Harley.
US. Yeah, US. This was my ride in Milwaukee for the 105th anniversary.
Okay.
Harley Davidson. That was in
Just say,
2018, I think.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I cannot identify
Oh
some Harley
yeah.
models, but is this a Road King?
This is a Road King.
Okay. I
Correct.
got it right.
Correct. Very good.
Yeah, actually, here in the Philippines, we call the Road Kings house and lot.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they feel like a SM mall riding
Yeah,
on the roads here.
that's right.
Yeah.
But wow, really comfortable really
Yes,
comfortable.
it's perfectly made for US road, but not for Asian road,
Yep,
unless you have a freeway.
that's right.
Yeah, and the number of, I mean, this one you can feel every small hole that you
Mm-hmm.
ride over, and you probably ride 10 kilometers, and you got to service the bike in our part of the
Oh,
world.
I
Uh,
can't imagine uh, riding that Road King on the twisties.
no way. Yeah, it's just unless you modify it and raise it up a bit, a suspension, because it comes quite low. I think
Yes.
you can upgrade it. I've got friends in Indonesia that ride this up roads like Baguio,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
he raises it up about 1 or 2 inches. He can
Mhm.
keep up with the GS, the experienced
Really?
rider. Yeah,
Oh.
there are
Well,
some very good riders in Indonesia.
yeah. Maybe it's the rider, not exactly
Uh,
the motorcycle. It's more of the rider.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it is hard to ride these bikes. But again, the center of gravity is low, so it's not that bad
Mhm.
once you get moving. Yeah, this is in Kota Kinabalu, going up to Kota Kinabalu.
What are
Yeah,
you doing with the sign? Were you
uh,
planning to get it or
I was
something?
trying to steal it.
Oh, wow.
No, not really. I was just taking a shot with it while looking to the other side down the valley.
Okay.
Up I saw an eagle.
Hmm.
I was getting ready to take a picture. Then my friend asked me to do a pose.
Yeah. That's, that's a cute post. Okay. And these are your group mates.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
are my friends from Indonesia.
Ah.
And two of them from Indonesia. One's from Brunei. They came to Brunei. They flew to Brunei, and I had some extra bikes for them to
Hmm.
use. Then we rode to Mount Kinabalu
Nice. Nice.
and around KK.
Hmm.
So that was a good trip.
Yay.
Yeah. Next time have you been up to Mount Kinabalu on your
North.
previous trip?
No.
When you no, yeah,
Uh,
Mount Kinabalu is nice.
mhm.
Yeah, it's not it's not busy like Baguio, but the weather is colder than Baguio.
I've been to like would I say it's like their Tagaytay in Mount
Is it
Kinabalu, right?
Kundasan? Kundasan, yeah, it's there,
Yeah.
but this place I went is slightly
Hmm.
higher. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's not far from that place. I think you mean is Kundasan is the place. Maybe you remember the name, Kundasan.
I will. I'm gonna check in my old photos. Because
Oh, okay.
normally, if I cannot pronounce or remember the name of the place, I would take pictures of the signs.
Okay, okay.
What I can remember somewhere along the twisties, like it's like I think the monkeys have been throwing rocks at me.
Oh, yeah, there
Yeah,
are lots of them there. It's
yeah,
only about an hour and a half from Cape Kota Kinabalu.
yeah. That's the
Yeah,
one.
very near. Yeah, yeah.
It's just like I've been wondering, hey, who's been throwing rocks on my helmet? And and our friends from Kota Kinabalu were like, oh, those are the monkeys. Like,
Oh, wow.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so
yeah.
according to Direct, we have one last picture.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. This was in Indonesia.
mhm.
The cameraman was in the middle of the road. So when we were traveling,
Yeah,
we travel in Indonesia mostly with our trailers, our mechanics,
yeah.
and our crew.
Mhm.
And we also have our cameraman that tags along, and he pillions on one of the bikers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he cannot get in front to take pictures for all of us. So
Yes, that's
yeah.
right.
So this was a part of a very long bridge that we went over, and he took that shot for me.
Nice. I can
Yeah,
really look, and the weather was nice.
yeah,
Yeah. Good shot. Good
it's
shot.
nice. Yeah,
Sorry, out of my, I never got to ask you this question. Have
yeah.
you ever tried racetracks, racing
No,
on
I
race?
haven't.
Never. Hmm.
I haven't. But I would. Yeah, I would like it. But every time I wanted to do one, they said I needed full leather gear.
Yes,
So
that is right.
and every time I either I didn't have my gear around that I don't have a gear,
Yeah.
or and or it was just I found it ridiculous to buy a leather gear just for half a day ride. So I said I can just I can
Yeah,
skip that. It's no
that's
point.
right. And
Yeah.
can you imagine the heat? wearing leather.
Exactly. Yeah. I hate the heat, so I make sure that I mean for a person who bikes all day, I make sure my gear is well ventilated. You
Yeah.
know.
Hmm.
Now I try to wear light color gear, no more black. So I learned my lesson. So
Actually, light
mm,
color gears, yes, they could be. How do I say this? It could be more cooler, but
yeah.
at the same time, it's just gonna show how much dirt have you collected during the ride.
Well,
It's not
I
like
don't
black.
know of
Even if you're dirty,
well
everybody knows it's dirty.
well if you use gray, if you have a slightly dark grays,
Yeah.
not too black, but gray colors
Hmm.
suit, you can't really tell
Yeah.
unless you fall into a pile of mud.
Yeah.
Then that's a different matter.
Hmm.
But black is terribly hot. I think, yeah.
Yes.
Even
Yes.
helmets, yeah. It just attracts the heat, absorb the
Actually,
heat.
it is. If you notice, when we were supposed to ride last week, I was my gear was all black except for my
Yeah,
reflector vest. But what I like with black is it gives that optical illusion that you look slimmer.
yeah. I know. Yes, it can
That's my
it can
purpose.
hide our curves
Yes, that is the
at the
purpose.
wrong places.
Yes, that's why I buy black gears. But I make it a point that even if all my gears are black, that I still wear a reflector vest so I can be
Yeah,
visible. Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Safety is number one, and I'm
Yay.
sure you can get all this gear at Blade. I saw a couple when I was there. They
Hmm.
have these hanging around, if I'm not mistaken, for sale.
Well, hopefully Blade
Yeah.
will come up with apparels. As of now, Blade has helmets, gloves,
Yeah.
yeah, apparels. Maybe in the future, if my boss is listening right now, yeah,
Okay. Okay. Yes. Get some vests. Get
yeah.
some vests.
Hmm. But
Yeah.
otherwise, they do have a lot of stuffies for motorcycles, cleaning stuffies,
Yes.
accessories.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I saw that. I saw a lot of it.
Yeah. In fact, Blade has an action camera
Oh.
for motorcycle riders. It's transcend. It's really a
Oh.
compact
Okay.
size.
Okay.
Do we have it here? Did I?
Okay.
Yahoo! Yeah. There's none here
Okay.
right now. Yeah, but maybe when you
Yeah.
come back here in Manila, Chai, I'll show it to you. It's really
Okay. I
um
can.
I think it's
I'm the
something
right. Yeah.
big.
I'm the right person to test whether it's
Yeah.
durable.
Hmm.
Yeah. Whether it works in the condition it should be working in.
Yeah, and I think it's almost waterproof. No, no need. Yeah, well, according to Direct, it's waterproof.
IP 65 or 68, 67.
Not sure, but I know
Yeah.
it's the shape is something like this,
Okay.
really slim.
Well, yeah, yeah. I must have a look at that. It'll be interesting to see
Yeah,
because I
if they
usually use the mainstream
yeah,
type of
and if they have it
devices.
downstairs, I'm gonna take a picture of it so I can show it to you later. Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah. So Chai, we are down to our last few minutes. Of course, thank you for your time.
uh-huh.
Uh, and it's an honor to have you here, and I hope you'll be back in Manila soon so we can still eat
Sure.
around.
Thank you for inviting
Yeah.
me for this
But Chai, before
lovely
we
chat.
yeah, but before I let you go,
Sure.
uh, would you have any how do you call this? Would you have any message, an inspirational message for our viewers here who want to have a business in a different country? Because
Oh,
like yeah,
yes.
mm,
It's always hard when you do business in another country.
mhm,
When you do business in your country, you complain about the red tapes.
yeah, yeah,
When you are a foreigner coming into another country, there is even more red
okay,
tapes. So
hmm,
you really got to be determined, and you really got to believe in the product that you're trying to bring in or into the country, whether it's like salvo on the on the business of restaurants,
Mhm.
uh, and for myself in my business of fleet tracking, you got to have a strong belief in what you're doing, and of course research is important, and you got to know whether the market needs what products that you have,
Yeah.
and you just got to have the grit to keep on going until you succeed. It's not easy. It's hard, but if you believe in yourself, and you believe in the product that you're selling, you succeed.
Yeah.
But every time you succeed, there's a lot of failures that happen before it. So it's life.
Yeah.
It's life. You just gotta persevere and keep going.
But
Yeah.
Chai, do you believe, uh, or do you recommend um, having a local partner if you were to have a business in another country?
Well, the government will require on certain types of businesses, you need to
Hmm.
get a local partner. Uh, like myself,
Yeah.
uh, in my business, I was like the president director, the
Yeah.
CEO, but because we needed to get a license to import certain
Okay.
hardwares,
Yeah.
I couldn't be that person because I was foreigner, so I had to promote one of my staff to take over that position. I just maintain a director's position in the company because
Right.
they needed it to be a. So these are the things that will happen in different countries.
Hmm.
But again, I think there are some countries in the Middle East that are more open to even
Yeah.
100% ownership. So,
Mhm.
so that part is just the easy part. The hard part is being brave enough to go move into another country. I mean, Filipinos are always traveling and working abroad,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
it's already tough for you guys to travel, leave your family behind, work in a country for 2 years, come back for a short period, and do that. Some people do it for 10, 20 years. So I really salute them. So if you were to go into another country, not work, but actually open a business, it's
Yeah.
tough. So you got to be prepared. But if you have the passion, then you can do anything. You can
That's great.
do anything. Yeah.
And last but not the least, Chai, how about motorcycle safety tips?
Of course, you've got to always make sure you have the right gear. You got to make sure it's comfortable,
Yep.
and you got to make sure that it's padded in the right places.
Hmm.
So you never know what's going to happen. But safety, making sure you wear the right gear is so important. You know, um,
Hmm.
because just a small fall, if riding 10, 20 kilometers an hour and falling, you know, can hurt
Yeah.
you. If you're
Yeah.
riding 80 kilometers and 100 kilometers an hour, it's going to be much worse. So, yes, my advice to everyone is make sure you're geared up properly from head to toe, and ride safely wherever you're going.
All right. So take it
Yeah.
from experienced bladers, uh, proven and tested, and
Yeah,
been there,
even
done
even
that.
even with gear, I have crashed a number of times,
Yeah.
and I got injured even with full protective gear. So it could have been worse if I didn't wear them. So yeah,
Yeah.
don't
We've
don't
been.
don't uh, don't think that you won't get injured even with protective gears.
Yep.
Fully.
That's why I said earlier. Been there and done that.
Yes, yes,
I've had my shares also of
yes. Yeah,
accidents.
we are in the same club.
Yeah, but you don't have metals inside you. I do.
Well, yes, of course. Of course, I salute you for that.
Oh wow. I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just thankful that I survived it. I guess there was I still have a purpose of being here. That's why I'm still.
Definitely, yeah. That's why you're
Yeah,
here right now. You're
that's
here
right.
right now to spread the good
We're here.
word, the
Yes,
good
we're
news.
here for our road safety advocacy.
Yes,
Yes. So
correct.
Chai, I hope to see you soon. Make sure to
Yes,
give me a call when you're back. Actually, I'm gonna give you a call later after I deliver your
Sure,
helmet.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your
Yep,
help
yep.
again.
Yep. All right. So, Bladers, there you have it with me today. That's Chua Peng Chai from Silver Hawks, Brunei. And yeah, maybe when he's back in Brunei, we'll have him back here also. All right. So, like I said earlier, Blade Moto Radio Live is going international. O, diba, diba, diba? So, pwede na ako pag-Tagalog. Alright, yep. So, eto na. We are going to spin the ruleta. And kung sinong mananalo today, swerte ka na lang. And yung mga tinawag at hindi nagparamdam, sorry ano ulit ako ng panibagong winner. Okay, so direct, ikot na yung ruleta. And who will be our lucky winner for today? Alright, is this a girl or a boy? Okay, I think this is the kabaliktaran of Giselle. Diba? Direct Giselle, no? So, ay, ang bilis naman, madam! Congratulations, Miss Giselle. Ikaw po ay nanalo ng payong, courtesy of Bosch. Ayan. Madam Giselle, salamat po sa pagnood sa ating programa na yon. And please do message the official Facebook page of Blade Auto Center para malaman mo kung paano mo makukuha ang inyong premyo at makukuha po namin rin yung contact details niyo. So congratulations, Miss Giselle. Yahoo! Okay, everybody, I'd like to invite everyone to tune in to Blade Radio Live every Monday to Saturday. Okay, so we have Senpai Kazu every Monday for Isang Pangarap. And with me, yours truly, for Blade Moto every Tuesdays. DJ Eli's every Wednesday for What's Up Bladers. DJ Hearted on Thursday with his show Blade Radio Live. Bloody Boom naman is on Friday together with Jack Logan and Blade Stories every Saturday with Mr. Right. Oh, ayan ha. Ayan ang mga schedule natin, Bladers. So, please, manood po kayo or makinig po kayo dito sa Blade Radio Live from Monday to Saturdays. Okay. So, kita-kits pa rin tayo at the largest car accessory chain store in the Philippines na meron rin motorcycle accessories. Wala nang iba yan kundi ang Blade Auto Center. Kaya always remember, Bladers, if it's from Blade, it's better and it's legit.
So may kasama